And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everyone. Starting out with your day track forecast, you can tell just by looking at it here, we do have a bit of an interesting day on tap for the day as we're starting out mostly quiet around much of the region. You're seeing those winds. They are going to be pretty blustery out there today out of the south at a good 20 to 30 miles an hour at times. Windy conditions and then ahead of thunderstorm possibilities going into later on this afternoon. So before we dive into that, let's take a quick look at your area highs today. You got low 90s for much of the region, maybe mid 90s off towards the east, and then you'll see right there high 80s off towards the west, much like what we saw yesterday. But like I said, the big difference for today is the fact that we do have afternoon and evening severe weather possible around much of the region. So let's take a look. Satellite and radars, we're already getting things off to a bit of an active start as we are seeing some showers and some weak storms up in the northwest here before sunrise this morning. I think overall that should be kind of a precursor of what's to come. That's not really our main event that's coming in just yet. So here's generally what's happening is those southerly winds are help ushering in kind of higher dew points. We're getting up into the 60s today, so there's a lot of moisture in place, and then that low pressure as it approaches is going to kick a wave of energy our direction, and that's going to lead into some stronger storms, mainly off towards the west, getting weaker the further east that you are. So looking at your severe weather risk for today, marginal, they're off towards the west and northwest, and then general thunderstorm risk that stops kind of right around Amarillo. Let's take a look at your high definition model run. So like I said, those showers off towards the northwest this morning shouldn't amount to much, but you start to see things forming up 4 o'clock this afternoon. Then that line starts to form up. Like I said, looking right around that state line, that's where those storms are probably going to be at their most robust. You'll see the further east that they come. They maybe stay a bit heavier further up north, but for the most part, things kind of start to break up. I still think we could realistically see some rain here in Amarillo and much of the area, but those overall stronger storms, which like I said, those primary threats are going to be maybe some strong winds, a little bit of hail will be possible. I don't think we're seeing anything too significant. You'll see going into early Wednesday morning, things start to quiet down a little bit. Then possibly Wednesday afternoon, another boundary could fire up a few more showers and thunderstorms in other parts of the region. So we'll continue to monitor that as well. And the good news is if you don't get rain today, well, the good news is we have better rain chances later on in the week. It looks like things will kind of dwindle down some on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll get a break from rain chances. And then Friday and Saturday, you see we do start to reload a little bit and possibly bring in more moisture for more of the region. So high of 91 today, got a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms going into this evening and tonight. We'll stay in the 90s here for the rest of the week, 20 to 30% chances going into the weekend. And you'll see right there, temperatures drop into the 80s just in time for the start of fall, which will be this coming Sunday.